If you as a creator are trying to do nothing but go viral, make long, boring intros, focusing solely on search-based content, and trying to beat some mythical algorithm, in 2023, I'm afraid you're doing YouTube all wrong. So today, we're going to go over all of the outdated YouTube tips and tricks that you don't need to waste your energy on. And we're going to start with a relatively new one, separating your YouTube longs and your YouTube shorts. Ever since YouTube shorts became a thing, creators have been asking, should I start a second channel dedicated to shorts? Creators have worried that mixing shorts and longs would damage their channel, and YouTube even admitted teething problems with shorts, so much so that they disconnected the relationship between shorts and longs over the summer. But YouTube recently reversed that decision, and they have now once again bridged shorts and longs together, so much so that they can work on the same channel. Over the last few months, we have posted 20 to 30 shorts on our main channel, and they have not had a detrimental impact on our long form content. In fact, those videos are performing as well as ever. Admittedly, we haven't had great success with our YouTube shorts yet, but we're safe in the knowledge that we can test this on our main channel. As well as this, the new layout changes introduced by YouTube now mean that videos, shorts, and live streams all have their own dedicated tabs on the channel, making things nice and clean and easy to navigate for users. YouTube Shorts aren't going anywhere. Monetization is coming to that part of the platform in February, and it is one of the fastest ways to grow your channel. I'm afraid you can't ignore them anymore. If you think that you can make shorts that will appeal to and satisfy the same target audience as your long form videos, I think it's time to experiment. But what you don't need to experiment with are YouTube intros. Now, there is nothing wrong in welcoming a viewer into the video, but what you don't need to do is formally introduce yourself, your channel, what the channel is about, and why people should subscribe. The moment your video starts, it should be delivering on what was promised in the title and the thumbnail, and we call this the video hook. According to a study from Microsoft, people can lose interest in something within 8 seconds. And that is probably the mentality of the average YouTube viewer. Their time is precious, and you need to honor and respect that. So in the first 8 seconds, don't waste time on you and your channel. Reaffirm the value of the video itself. Now you can, if you want to, formally introduce yourself, and you can, if you want to, ask people to subscribe. But do it after you've engaged with the viewer and offered something of significant value to them already. If you look at your audience retention graphs in the YouTube studio, you will soon discover that you lose a large chunk of your audience in the first 30 seconds of every video. For most creators, that is a big problem that needs fixing, and it starts by getting rid of YouTube intros. On to the next one, and we've covered this many times before, video tags. According to YouTube, tags play a minimal role in video discovery. In fact, what video tags are most useful for today are corrections of common misspellings of keywords or your channel name. So in 2023, you should be spending less than 23 seconds on video tags. Now, I do realize some irony in this statement, because if you have vidIQ installed and you look at the video scorecard, you will see that we have video tags in this very video. Now, there's 2 reasons for that. First of all, it's habit that we can't get out of, and it literally takes us 23 seconds to put those tags in by using one of our tools. In the YouTube studio, simply type in one keyword and refresh vidIQ's tag suggestions to give you hundreds of keywords you can add to video tags with a single click. Or alternatively, you can search for a video on YouTube, reveal all its video tags, copy them, and paste the ones you want into your video. You can get all of these tools through the link in the description, and that took exactly 23 seconds to explain how long you should be spending on tags. And video tags naturally leads us into our next topic, which is only making search-based content. Now, don't get me wrong, search-based traffic can bring in a lot of views, especially for new creators who are trying to get discovered. However, over the long term, YouTube puts the viewer first. And unless the viewer has a specific intent, i.e. search-based content, YouTube is based off of recommendations. In fact, 70% of views on YouTube are driven through recommendations, the homepage, browse features, suggested videos. Now, if you're a how-to education channel and you're wondering how you're going to get views from browse features as opposed to search, let me show you something. The blue line here represents search views, while the green one represents browse views on the vidIQ channel. And over the last 3 years, the traffic sources have basically flipped. And the reasons behind this are actually very intentional. We shifted our strategy, especially in thumbnails and titles, from an SEO approach to a human emotion approach. We're not trying to convince an algorithm to show our videos through keywords. We're trying to trigger emotional curiosity in humans to win the click. And it's working. So even though, fundamentally, we're all about how to get more views, how to get more subscribers, how to get monetized, go onto the vidIQ channel and look at the recent videos and you tell me if you see any boring titles like that. Search-based content may get you discovered, but browse and suggested videos keep viewers coming back. Now let's talk about the thorny issue of going viral. Yes, it can bring explosive growth to your channel and it is an awesome dopamine hit. But as for it being a reliable and sustainable way to grow a channel over the long term, Now this is especially true if you're going outside of your topic, your niche, to create viral content. Yes, you may get many views and lots of subscribers, but how loyal are they going to be? Are they going to return to your regular content programming? And the pressure viral content puts on a creator to repeat can be unbearable. Now we have gone into a lot more detail about the hidden dangers of going viral, and you can watch that video over here after you've finished watching this video. Now obviously, in 2023, sub for sub doesn't work. But all the way back in 2018, sub for sub didn't work. So there's nothing new here, I'll just tell you what I told you back then. Hey YouTuber, hey, fancy doing sub for sub? Absolutely. Great.
Hello darkness, my old friend.
I don't know, what do you think? With or without? So a lot of creators have a problem, and it's something to do with what they want. They want to know how to beat the YouTube algorithm. Now I will admit that we have targeted that desire in some of our thumbnails and titles, but it's for good reason. Because if we can get you inside the video, we can actually tell you what you need. And in this instance, you need to know the goal of the YouTube recommendation system. Now that goal basically boils down to 2 principles. YouTube is trying to find the right video for the viewer and their personalized interests at the right time. And then to keep that viewer on the platform through more videos and ensure they're satisfied by the experience. And that is why you need to focus on making videos for your audience and not the algorithm. Once you start doing that, your videos will become far more discoverable. And now for a little bit of a motivational push. You are more valuable than what you think. The creator economy is growing at an exponential rate, and brands are starting to realize the power and influence of creators, even small ones. So you don't have to wait until you have millions of subscribers to start landing brand deals, sponsorships, affiliates. Nano influencers are creators with less than 10,000 followers on social media. Micro influencers are creators with between 10,000 and 50,000 followers on social media. And what brands are wanting to do more and more is establish relationships early with these types of creators. And the reasons for this is because these influencers can create very personal connections with their viewers. They tend to have higher engagement and obviously a lower cost to the brand. And you've already seen case studies on this channel of creators with less than 1,000 subscribers earning buckets of cash. So start to think beyond AdSense sooner than you think. You've got to turn your channel into a business to make it sustainable and turn your passionate hobby into a career. Now, while these are outdated principles of YouTube channel growth, there are still plenty of mistakes creators are making. Big ones by small channels. And this is how you fix them.